let's just get on with it. I need your help with something, you guys. Actually, I need help with any number of things. But today, I really, in particular, need your help with something. You see, yesterday I reviewed this. I reviewed the Ren and Stimpy log cereal game, which you should watch that review. It's really good. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in it. But I mentioned that at that convention, I actually bought a lot of Ren and Stimpy goods, and I paid far out the ass for them. It's because it wasn't just that I bought. I bought a lot of Ren and Stimpy goods. And the coolest thing is they were all from like 1992. I couldn't not buy them. You guys know how I feel about Ren and Stimpy. You know the impact that it's had on my life. You know the extent to which I would go for Mr. Horse. I showed you the board game, and today I'm going to show you the action figures that I bought, because I bought some Ren and Stimpy action figures. And what I need your help with is determining whether or not I should open them. Because as you well know, usually I open toys. I open them out of the package because they're toys! For the love of God! They're meant to be played with. What good is having a toy if it's just gonna hang on your wall and you're not gonna actually play with it? Also, secondly, that's torture. That is borderline cruel and unusual. To hang a toy within reach. Look, it's within reach. And to not be able to play with it because there's a plastic barrier. I'm not about barriers, you guys. I'm about breaking down barriers. I'm about bringing down walls and getting my hands on the plastic phrasing. Usually I'm sure of everything. Today, I'm not sure of anything. Except that I love Ren and Stimpy, and I'm probably gonna open these later. Here they are! They're the Ren and Stimpy show toys that I got! Anyway, here they are, guys. Here are my new toys. I got the Ren and Stimpy show action figures. Look, I got Bathtub Ren Hoëk. That's Hoëk, you idiot, not Hoëk! And I've also got Gritty Kitty Stimpy. But they also had an In the Army set. Look at that. You could get them in their In the Army gear. There was a Slap Happy Ren and Bumperific Stimpy set. I don't know what if that's from that doesn't look like it's from a cartoon Ren. That's a terrible looking Ren. And also, there were Space Madness toys. You had Commander Ren and you had Space Cadet Stimpy. So they actually had a couple different lines of Ren and Stimpy action figures. These were obviously from Mattel, and they're from 1993. The board game I got was from 1992. So you see what's happening here is that even though I've been told time travel is not possible, I found a way to go back in time, at least as it pertains to toys based on cartoons, and really, that's all that matters. And you know what? I'll tell you, this is actually the coolest thing about this toy, is that it comes with underleg bubbling action. Let me explain that to you punk-ass millennial noobs who get butthurt over everything, and you probably couldn't get away with this today because some parent or some kid in college who's oversensitive to everything would be offended by the fact that this is a toy that farts. You fill the bathtub with water, and then when you squeeze this little thing on the back of the tub, it looks like a motor on a boat. Ren will actually fart in the bathtub because that's funny. You know, people are gonna sit there and ask, why does a toy need to fart? Nowadays, they ask these dumb questions. Why does the cartoon have farting in it? Because it's funny. Stop being so butthurt over everything. Farting is funny. Farting will never not be funny. Why don't you grow up? And you know what? Since it's the Ren and Stimpy show, and I'm in a foul mood today, we're gonna do a double whammy of offensive stuff. Ren also spits. Let me recap this. This is a toy that farts and spits. And it was sold to children. Let's look at the age on this bitch. What was the recommended age? I don't know. I don't even think they had recommended ages back then. You wanna know why? Because parents weren't idiots back then. Oh, there it is, look at that, ages 4 and up. This was a toy for children ages 4 and up that farted and spit. And you know what? We grew up just fine. Look at me, I grew up just fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Let's move on to the second toy that I just bought at age 31. So speaking of things that you probably couldn't do today, Stimpy rolls around in his own shit, and he has swat-a-fly action. Basically, he comes with a little fly swatter because like I said, he's rolling around in his own feces, and he comes with a litter box. It's his voice material possession, and then he can sit on it. And I assume he spins around, yep, and he swings at flies. So what I would do, once I open this, is actually smear my own feces on it so that it does attract flies. And then when I spin it, he has real flies to swing at. See, I'm fine. I grew up fine. We're not hitchhiking anymore. We're riding! The one thing I've learned about being an adult is it's this eternal cycle of torment. It's a great paradox. You spend all your money on toys, but then you don't have any more money for toys. Now, normally what I would do in this situation is I would proceed to just rip through this packaging and get these toys out of their plastic isolation chambers, and I would play with them. I'd fill it with water, and I would make Ren fart up a storm. It would be unbelievable. And you guys have no idea how much it's killing me to look at Ren in this plastic and to not fill it with water and make him fart. This is killing me. I've had this for several days now, but I've just been sitting in my room, in my office at home, and I've just been staring at it. I want to tear into this package so much and play with my new toys, but for some reason, I'm having a hard time. I can't decide if I should. Here's what it looks like for children who made up their mind. This is what it looks like when Stimpy spins. I'm pretty sure this is 100% photo accurate. You know, one of the great things about the 90s is when you bought a toy, look, it came with a little sticker on there, a little note that was letting children know how to properly play with it. Look, they were like, hey, by the way, kids, don't let his feet touch the kitty litter when he spins. It might not work right if you do that. Make sure his feet are elevated high enough. See, that way it doesn't drag on the litter. See, Mattel cared enough back then to let you know this stuff because that was the 90s. And the 90s was a great time to be a kid. We had farting toys, and we had magic nose goblins, and we had pretend poop in our toys. It was just such a magical, wonderful time. We had Nickelodeon Gak. You could throw it at your sister. There was Floam. Floam didn't really work. Floam wasn't as big of a hit. I really want to open these, you guys. But again, here we are. We've returned to the same tree of woe. And I don't know whether to chop it down with my hand because I'm so angry and so conflicted, or to let it grow and from a tree of woe into a forest of woe. And I'll be lost in that forest, and I'll lie there staring up at the trees, wondering aloud how I got here. What happened to this? Why can't it just be 1992 again? And I remember when I was 8 years old in 1992, you couldn't go into a Spencer's Gifts without seeing Ren and Stimpy toys everywhere, as far as the eye could see. It was like Willy Wonka, only with boogers. And I would go in and I would beg my parents to please buy me all these Ren and Stimpy toys that you see before you. I had plushies, I had keychains, I had Ren and Stimpy bath toys, I had VHS tapes that were actually orange. That was kind of cool. I had Ren and Stimpy pillows, beanbag pillows that I sat on my bed. I had so many Ren and Stimpy toys. But then college happened, and I moved out, and then my mom had a yard sale, and she didn't call me or respect my belongings. Now she's dead. I've never been so happy to have something, and yet so miserable at the fact that I can't enjoy them properly because for some reason I just don't have it in my heart to open these. Should I do it? What should I do, you guys? I really want to open it. And look, it's so old that there's actually a little gap in the packaging. Look at this. I can sneak my finger in. Look, it's like I'm sneaking in. Look at this. He's in there. I can almost reach the toy. Look. Oh, I'm touching it. Oh, I can feel the bathtub. I'm this close to opening the toy and having an entire evening of farting delights. But I just can't bring myself to do it. I know it's the weekend, and it's a time for joy and celebration. And I hate to be the one to put a damper on your weekend, but help me, you guys. What should I do? Tell me!